Okay, so today was an interesting day. I was actually in bed already, and I got up because I had forgotten to make my video. Um, I do remember during the day, but just there comes a point where I have to do other things, and I don't end up doing it. But here I am. Today was especially interesting. It was extremely busy. Mm, it was I want to remember this day. I really, really want to remember this day because I've noticed that as I get more into focusing on work and on growth, um, I'm getting busier and busier. Let me explain. Before, I used to be busy. Um, I used to work. I used to, every day I had something to do. But I would come home and it would be like, okay, time to relax. But now I'm getting busier and busier to the point where on Fridays, I at 8 a.m. last week, I went to sleep at like 8 p.m. and I woke up the next day like at 7. It was crazy. And today it was gonna be the same thing. Today's Friday, so I was just thinking about that, like what's going on. And even though I feel like I'm busy, I feel like I'm still putting in work, but I'm busier. I'm busier. I'm able to be more productive, but it doesn't feel like it's heavier for some reason. I feel like I can put in more work, but it doesn't feel like I'm working more. And I know I am for a fact. Um, I want to get better organized. I have some goals that I want to do health wise. So I'm going to get into that hopefully this weekend. But I know that I said that I was going to do some deadlines. I haven't done it. And the reason why I want to remember today is because I had to take a couple of tests today uh, for like the industry, just interpreting for different companies. There was one test that I forgot, and they were gonna call me over the phone, and I was driving, so I was already tired. And when I'm interpreting, I like to take notes because it helps my memory. But they called me by surprise. I was even on another call, and I hung up the other call. I would just dismissed it. Turns out they texted me. They said, "Hey, we had a test at 3. Are you still available?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" So I had to pull over and in the middle of the street just sit there and take my test. Um, Thankfully, I passed it. I really I did well, actually, which is I'm proud of that one. But sheesh, I mean, it's getting crazy. Um, but that means good things. So let's see where that goes, and that reminds me that every day there's little steps and there's little decisions that you can make to keep moving you towards your goal. Like today, I could have said no. I could have said no. Let's just do the test next week, or let's whatever. It would be getting complicated, and then it would be harder to take. It could a lot of things could happen, but now I'm moving faster. So it's kind of like picking up. It's kind of like a train. When you're like starting a train, it's so hard to start. It takes a while, and then but once it gets running, like the inertia, it doesn't stop. It's really really difficult to stop. So I think that what I've been doing so far is building momentum with the videos, even because I've been keeping myself accountable. I've been on daily analysis to see where I went wrong, or what I'm working on, and I'm not ignoring that, which is what usually people do. I used to brush it off, but now since I have to make a video, I have to think of what am I going to talk about now. So I think this is really helping. So that's it. I guess we'll do this again tomorrow. Let's see what happens. Tomorrow's Saturday is the weekend, so let's see how productive I can be. Obviously, I'm saying productive, but I'm not saying that I'm not gonna rest. So you can rest and be productive at the same time. It doesn't feel like work. I know I have to do a couple of things, quick things, to get paid. I have to invoice people because I want to get paid. So I'll get to do that, and you know, but I'll be keeping myself accountable. All right, I hear my cat knocking on my door, so all right, see you tomorrow.